Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes An invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 3 yards remaining here on second down. A give to Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third down now following the run. Here's Dobbs to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The give is to Bell. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His throw incomplete. On second down, Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On third down, it's Connor, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now this is Bryant on the end around, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Dobbs. And his throw here is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the run, it's Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Dobbs now on second down. A screen to Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Connor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 190. 190.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On second down, it's Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can run to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Dobbs, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. 38.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Rodgers has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Back to throw Dobbs. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll go again with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got the first down and more past the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
This is Bell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On play action, it's Dobbs. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Dobbs is throwing. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Avery Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Ohio! 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 Let's go! White 90! Ohio!
To throw is Dobbs. Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, running out of there. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, touching that, Marty.
this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Oh, back in. Here we go.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Dobbs. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Dobbs to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Clock winding down. Now Perry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Gone. Detroit. Blue landed.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Back there, Philly. Here we go. Green 30. Detroit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Here we go.
On second down, Dobbs able to get away, fighting him off toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Connor, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with time running out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Adoree Jackson on the return. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jaguars, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh.